Concept, solving equations. Possibly the most important part of algebra. You will see this in every math class from now until whenever you stop taking math class. All right, so here we have a number plus 4 equals 6. Now, everybody knows that the number is 2. However, solving an equation has a certain procedure that you're going to need to get on board with here. Yes, you can do this in your head, but I can give you crazy decimal numbers or fractions or no numbers at all. The solution to this is still the same. The solution is you ask, what is hanging out with x? The equal sign is like a seesaw. You got the stuff on the left is equal to or balances the stuff on the right. We want the stuff hanging out with x to go off the seesaw. You want to kick it out. But how do you kick it out? You got to do the opposite. So if you got plus 4 here, you want to go minus 4. But you can't just do that on one side of the equal sign. You can't just put people on one side or it will tip. So you have to put the same something on both sides to keep it equal, to keep it from tipping. So now you got plus 4 and minus 4. That cancels out. That just adds up to 0. Going back to the ninja method, it's like 4 good guys and 4 bad guys. They fight to the death. So now all you've got left on this side of the seesaw is x. This is gone. So bring down the equals. And you've got 6 minus 4. Bring that down, which is 2. Which is what you knew all along. But this is the procedure for solving an equation. Okay, so what's hanging out with x this time? Not just 3. This is not an ordinary 3. This is times by 3. So to get rid of times by 3, you have to do the opposite or the inverse, which is divide by 3. But you can't just do that on one side. You have to do it on both to keep this seesaw from tipping. Times by 3, divide by 3 cancels out because 3 divided by 3 is just 1. Okay, so you're left with just 1 times x or just x equals 12 divided by 3, which is 4. Then the last one, we got a number divided by 4. X divided by 4 equals 8. So to get rid of divide by 4, you do the opposite or the inverse, which is times by 4. So I'm going to show that in brackets, because brackets means times. You got to do that both sides like this. Okay, so times by 4, divide by 4 cancels out. So what are you left with? So when I'm going to the next line here, I'm not just making this up. I'm just bringing down what's still there. Okay, so this time I'll highlight it by putting a box around it. X is still there. Equals is still there, so bring that down too. And 8 times 4 is still there, which is 32. Okay? In grade 7, I have a lot of problems sometimes with people saying, why do I need to show this work? I know what the answer is, it's 2. But in grade 8, in grade 9 especially, you're going to see decimal numbers you can't do in your head. You're going to see letters, like no numbers at all. So you're going to have to follow this format here. This is the plan. You got to learn it here in grade 7, solving one-step linear equation. Thanks, Dudar, for yet another jersey here.